sit. Now we'll be proceeding with a blessing prayer.
네, 이어서 전 뉴욕 교협회장 이만호 목사의 축복기도가 있겠습니다. 앞으로 나와주셔서 저에게 축복기도 부탁드립니다.
Pastor Lee Man-ho, former chairman of the Council of Korean Churches of Greater New York.
전능하신 아버지, 진심으로 감사드립니다. 오늘 2023년도 설 축하 행사로 한국 고유의 전통 좋은 문화를 우리 모두가 다 함께 체험하게 해주시니 다시 한번 감사드립니다. 오늘의 시대는 요한계시록에 있는 것처럼 전체 기근과 전쟁과 난리와 지진으로 참으로 힘든 시절을 보내고 있습니다. 주여 원컨대 우크라이나 전쟁이 신속히 종식되게 하여 주옵소서. 투르기에와 시리아 지진으로 전 세계가 초긴장과 놀라움을 금치 못하고 있습니다. 가족들이 마냥 자실하여 국가가 혼란에 빠질 뿐만 아니라 지진 재해로 사상자의 유가족들에게 하나님이여 새 희망을 허락하여 주시옵소서. 저들을 구원하여 주시옵소서. 하나님 아버지, 지금은 요한계시록 중반을 넘어 주님의 재림을 앞둔 죄들을 깨어 회개하며 기도하게 해주시고 마지막 때 귀한 사명 잘 감당하게 하여 주시옵소서. 축복하기는 해외 입양아를 돌보는 우리 월드허그파운데이션을 축복하여 주시옵소서. 이들에게 travel 안성의 삶이 아닌 안정적인 삶을 위해 시민권을 허락하여 주시옵소서. 하나님 아버지, 감사하기는 12명의 입양아 중 1명을 먼저 시민권 받게 해주시니 감사하옵나이다. 강도 만난 사람에게 선한 사마리아인처럼 예수 사랑 실천하게 하시니 너무나도 감사드립니다. 월드허그 파운데이션 이사장님 되시는 김병순 권사님에게 머리 위에 성령의 기름부음을 철철 넘쳐나게 하시고 오른쪽 손에 건강의 능력 주시고 점점 강성하셔서 더욱더 큰 일을 감당하시게 하여 주옵소서. 스태프진들을 축복하여 주옵시고 오늘 참여하신 내외빈들에게도 하나님의 은총과 은혜가 충만하게 임하게 하여 주옵시고 우리 조국 대한민국과 우리가 발붙여 살고 있는 미국도 복을 내려 주옵소서. 여기에 참여하신 모든 이들에게 하나님의 은총과 은혜가 충만하게 하실 줄 믿고 모든 순서가 은혜롭게 진행되게 하여 주시옵소서. 감사하신 예수님의 이름으로 기도드리옵나이다. 아멘.
네, 저희가 오늘 축하해 주시러 오신 분들 정말 많은데요. 축사를 조금 먼저 이번 순서를 갖도록 하겠습니다.
There are many distinguished guests who came today. There will be an introduction of appreciation in having these moments.
네, 특별히 바쁘신 가운데서도 많은 분들이 자리에 참석해 주셨는데요. 귀빈 소개는 저희가 잠시 후에 하고요. 축사를 좀 먼저 시작한다는 점 여러분 좀 양해 부탁드립니다. 제일 먼저 축사해 주실 분은 뉴욕 시의원이신 린다 리 시의원님 이 자리에 모시겠습니다.
First, we'll be introducing New York City Council member Linda Lee.
I was very confused because usually as city council we're like the last ones to speak, so I was a little surprised actually that we were first. I'm sorry, but hi everyone. My name is Linda Lee, City Council member, and I just want to say how amazing it is to be back here in this space. And I just also wanted to congratulate John Shin and his mother Joanna, of course, from the World Hug Foundation, as well as the board members for such an amazing turnout. This is amazing because there are so many people here. But more importantly, I just want to say thank you because you guys are providing a service to a population in a community that oftentimes gets overlooked. So I really want to thank you for that. And I know that even as a second-gen Korean American in a Korean household, there were a lot of identity issues there as well growing up in the United States, being children of immigrants. So I can only imagine the layers of complication that's added onto that with the adoptee community and folks that are that you guys are serving. So I just wanted to really say congratulations for this turnout. And representation matters. I will say that because we have such a diverse group that's here today, and we have folks like our commissioner, our Moya commissioner who's here, as well as Winnie from the mayor's office. And sorry, I gotta shout out Alfonso Lopez because he's my guy over there as well. And also we have council members who's not here, but Sandra Ong, who's my partner in crime. But the reason why representation matters is because for the very first time we have 6 Asian Americans on the city council. And myself and Julie Wan, we are the first 2 Korean Americans ever elected to the city council. And I think the reason why that matters is because the very first time we now have representation on the city council that come from the community, have that lived experience, really understand what the issues are, and can fight from inside City Hall as well as outside. And so I just want to thank partners like World Hug Organization, who we will continue to partner with to fight for more equity, funding, legislation, and policy that reflects our community. So I just want to say thank you and 축하합니다.
네, 감사합니다. 오늘이 굉장히 좋은 날인가 봐요. 그래서 오늘 같은 날 여러 곳에서 행사가 있으셔서, 하지만 바쁘신 가운데 축사는 꼭 해주고 싶으셔서 이 자리에 함께 하셨으니까 저희가 조금 순서를 바꾸는 점 여러분께 다시 한번 양해를 부탁드립니다.
There has been a little change of ordering the schedule, so we ask that you please stand.
자, 그럼 축사 오늘 제일 처음으로 준비해 주신 분은 뉴욕 한인회 찰스 회장님이십니다. 이 자리에 올라와 주세요.
Next up, we have Charles Yoon, current president of the Korean American Association in Greater New York, will be giving a celebratory message.
Good evening, everyone. My name is Kay Kim. I'm the first vice president of CAGNY. I'm here on behalf of CAGNY's president, Charles Yoon, who could not make it here tonight, but he sends his heartfelt thank you to the Worldhog Foundation for its wonderful work. Worldhog Foundation, founded on the principle that every person deserves to be protected and treated equally, aims to promote awareness and be an advocate for not only adoptees, but the adoption issue at large. Our congratulations to John Shin, the Executive Director of the Worldhog Foundation, for his leadership in building this organization. In addition to pursuing to core mission, during the pandemic, the Worldhog Foundation hosted COVID tests as well as provided food assistance to those in need. Also, Worldhog Foundation signed an MOU with the New York Elpis Church, I heard. Mr. Sang Ho Lee, representing the church, is also the board member of CAGNY. So we are proud of his community service, and we look forward to more great work by the Worldhog Foundation. Congratulations on hosting this wonderful Lunar New Year event. Thank you. 안녕하세요. 오늘 월드허그 재단에 준비한 이 설날 행사에 초대해 주셔서 고맙습니다. 저는 뉴욕 한인회 수석부회장 김경화입니다. 찰스 회장님께서 부득이한 사정으로 참석할 수 없어서 대신 축하 말씀을 전하겠습니다. 월드허그 재단은 어릴 때 미국으로 입양됐지만 성인이 된 현재까지 시민권을 받지 못해 불법 체류가 된 입양자들의 권익 증진과 제도 개선을 위해서 연방의회를 상대로 법안 제정 및 통과를 촉구한 운동을 활발하게 펼치고 있는 우리 한인들에게 꼭 필요한 재단이라고 생각합니다. 재단은 팬데믹 이후에 2020년부터 최근까지 입양인 가족 자녀들에게 장난감과 생활물품을 지원하고 시 전역의 양로원과 노숙인 쉘터를 돌면서 모든 마스크와 각종 음식이 담긴 상자 6,000개를 전달하면서 커뮤니티 활동에 힘쓰셨다는 따뜻한 소식도 들었습니다. 재단 관계자분들이 품어주시는 포근한 허그의 따뜻함이 그대로 느껴집니다. 오늘 이런 재단의 활동을 소개하고 단순히 한인들의 잔치만이 아닌 타민족들이 함께 어울리는 자리가 될 수 있도록 마련해 주신 재단 여러분들께 진심으로 감사드리고 앞으로 더 활발한 활동과 발전을 위해 애써 주시라는 부탁으로 제가 큰 허그를 드리겠습니다. 고맙습니다.
다음은 에드워드 브라운스타인의 뉴욕주 하원 의원님의 축사가 있겠습니다.
Next up, we have Edward Brownstein, New York State Assemblyman.
Good evening, and Linda Lee referenced the tremendous turnout, and I gotta tell you, this is a tremendous turnout, so congratulations to the organizers. And, I just want to take an opportunity to thank everybody associated with the World Hug Foundation for the great work that you do, first for advocating for adoptees, but also for the work that you did helping out the community during the pandemic, and also for promoting Korean culture here in New York City. We're tremendously grateful for all the work that you do, and I'm the assembly member for this area. I represent Bayside, Douglaston, Little Neck, parts of Auburndale, and Floral Park. And I want you to know that you could count on me as a supporter and a resource as you move forward doing all the work that you do. So congratulations. I want to wish everybody a happy Lunar New Year. And if it's okay, we have citations. My colleague Eddie Gibbs came all the way from Manhattan. Can he come up and say something briefly, and then we'll give the okay. So thank you very much, and congratulations on a great turnout. Thank you.
So next up, we have New York State Representative Edward Gibbs for his speech.
First and foremost, I want to say congratulations to the World Foundation. We are living in a world where everyone needs a hug. Amen? So once again, congratulations. I want to say congratulations to President, my dear friend Anthony Rivera from my district. Come on up, Mama. And Joanna Kim. Come on, Joanna Kim. Madam Chair. Christine Song, and I'm going to also ask that my colleague, Assembly Member Ed Broadstein, please join us in presenting this, as well as the Council Member, please. So simply, we have some citations just to say thank you and acknowledge all the wonderful work that these wonderful human beings are doing. We want to continue to yearn to bring light to those who are living in the darkness, to the adoptees who are living in the dark. We want to continue to bring the light, and we want to continue to help the World Hug Foundation with bringing more citizens here from the Korean community. So God bless you all. I'm going to present the citation. I'm going to ask that council member do one, and I'm going to ask that my colleague Edward Broadstein do one as well.
감사패 수여식이겠습니다. 서예화 크리스티 성냥 축하합니다.
So I'm going to read the citation briefly, a few paragraphs for the World Foundation. It simply says, whereas the World Foundation was founded in 2016 with the mission to advocate and protect adoptees and promote awareness for both adoptees and the adopted issue at large. Whereas the foundation has dedicated the past 7 years to helping adoptees without U.S. citizenship. Whereas they have actively assembled awareness events in 10 different states about the adoptee issues in the U.S. and Korea. Whereas they remain supportive of the Adoptee Citizenship Act of 2019 and the Adoptee Citizen Act of 2021. Whereas they provided legal financial assistance to 12 adoptees and 5 adoptees received U.S. citizenship. Resolved that as a duly elected member of the New York State Assembly, in recognition of such commendable service, I acknowledge that, along with my colleague Edwin Borstein, we acknowledge that in World Foundation, we celebrate and congratulate an exceptional foundation whose accomplishment and dedication are worthy of the esteem of the state of New York. Simply, World Foundation. Thank you.
월드허그에서 자신의 시간을 아끼지 않고 일양을 위해 커뮤니티를 위해 봉사한 학생의 봉사는 상입니다. 축하합니다.
I would just like to say a few words of thanks to our Assemblyman Eddie Gibbs. He had a very hectic schedule and he came running down here because he's working on the budget. And I thank him for these citations and for honoring us. I will tell you that I am also an adoptee. What does that mean? That means that Joanne adopted me and Wayne adopted me. And I am very proud to be part of the Asian family in spirit. Thank you. God bless you guys.
이제 축사를 마저 하겠습니다. So we'll be continuing with the national speech. So next up, I'd like to invite Mayor Immigration Office Commissioner Manuel Castro for her speech. 다음은 뉴욕시장 이민 사무국 커미니셔너 마누엘 캐스트로 초대합니다.
Good evening, everyone. I'm Manuel Castro. I'm the Commissioner of the Mayor's Office of Immigrant Affairs. I'm here with my wonderful colleague, Winnie Greco, Special Advisor to Mayor Eric Adams. And we're here really to also express our gratitude to the World Foundation for everything you do for the immigrant community, but especially our adopted community, and most importantly for raising these important issues, supporting adoptees along the way of their journey. We know they continue to face many challenges, and we believe your work is so incredible and so important for New York City. And we couldn't agree more with our Councilmember Lee, and our Assembly members. Your work is incredibly important, and we're so proud to be here in support. And again, we're here with Sharon Miranda and many members of our administration to say, on behalf of Mayor Eric Adams, we want to wish you a very happy and prosperous new year. We hope that this next year brings you a lot of peace, a lot of happiness, and a lot of wonderful moments like these today. So with that, I want to introduce to you Winnie Greco, Special Advisor to Mayor Eric Adams.
Thank you. Listen. 좋은 줄에 앱니다. Good evening. That's right. I just learned from that's me, my beautiful friend. Alright. Good evening. My name is Winnie Grado. You see the commissioner already introduced me. But I want to say something here. Today, the World will change the world. They big arm, put a big warm to everybody from Korean community staff, from AAPI community staff. And then we know the Mayor Eric Adams is the same thing, is looking for care about the Asian community. And I want to introduce one important person is from Korean. In the Korean community, the mayor office have AAPI advisory council team. The member have 2 Korean. One is K. Sean. Come on, come up. That is, you see, we empower ourselves. And also is Jung Pa. I know Jung Pa didn't come. And we all, this AAPI advisory council member have 23 members, have different Asian community percentage. So that is why the AAPI community gets stronger and bigger. And I know, World Joanna, well Joanna, I little jealous Joanna, because my brother Anthony, okay, put the Joanna here, still the Tony, my love, alright, my brother. So Joanna, you lucky person. So we have looked at that. You build a big arm, warm for everybody, for the world. So thank you so much. And also I want to bring my colleagues come together. Amarsha, come in. From Amarsha. And Tommy. And then also City Council, Linda. Come on, Linda Lee. We want to have the mayor, have the big participation. Honor your World Foundation. Yeah. And then thank you, I want to say this one. 감사합니다. Thank you.
Where's John? John, come here. I think John is
And also I want to tell everybody, from the Korean community, if you need something from the mayor office, the people here, K-Sean is the K166 radio, the CEO. Right now she volunteered to the city, the mayor, Asian Advisory Council member. Thank you. That's her job right now. Don't let her easier.
네, 감사합니다. 오늘 생각지도 않게 우리 위니 그레고 특별보좌관으로부터 이렇게 소개를 하게 돼서 정말 영광이고요. 제가 오늘 이렇게 월드허그파운데이션에 와서 보니까 정말 많은 일을 하셨고 앞으로 정말 우리 아담스 시장님께서 정말 에이션 아메리칸 패시픽 아일랜드 이 커뮤니티를 굉장히 서포트를 많이 하시려고 하시는 것 같아요. 그래서 그전 메이어 시절에는 없었던 AITI가 만들어졌는데 제가 코리안 커뮤니티의 AITI로서 브리지 역할을 좀 잘 해보겠습니다. 많은 도움 부탁드리고요. 오늘 이 자리에 정말 축하드립니다. 정말 좋은 일 많이 하셨습니다. 감사합니다.
I would just like to take this opportunity to thank Whitney and Mayor Eric Adams for the citation that they gave us on behalf of the city. We're extremely grateful. I just want to say something real quick. I know Whitney for more than 30 years. And during the pandemic, she was very instrumental with getting us supplies needed so that we could deal with the COVID. One of the things that she said was, Tony, because I have the chairman of a senior development. We have like 3 of them throughout the city. And she said, does your seniors like Popeye chicken? And I said, yeah. So she said, okay, meet me at Popeye in Flushing. And I did. I go over there and she says, get on the assembly line. We made thousands and thousands of chicken. And to this day, I like Popeye chicken. But anyway, I'm just telling you that the Asian community came out and they supported us like you wouldn't believe with the necessary equipment that we needed, testing kits, sanitation supplies, gloves, masks, you name it. Winnie was extremely instrumental. And then we're going to talk about Don Hung later and UA3. But again, Winnie, thank you so much for all your help.
Thank you. And Korean, I think we need to power you because you have first commissioner Kevin Kim. Before she want to become here, but she have personal things, so she cannot be here. And then she sent a message and told me, I almost forgot. Thank you.
다음에는 시상에는 뉴욕사 특별 보좌관 위니 그레코, 브레이스뱅, 연방상의원 척 슈머 연방상의원께서 수여하는 상이 있겠습니다. Next up, there was a bit of a change of schedule, so I'd like to invite your city council member or staffers from Senator Ellen's office, United States House of Representatives Grace Ming's office, as well as United States Senator Chuck Schumer's office.
Hello, good evening. Thank you so much for having us here. I'm Sandeep Kaur representing Senator Schumer's office tonight, and I just want to thank everybody for such a warm welcome since I've been here. On behalf of Senator Schumer, I'd like to thank the World Hug Foundation and the entire community gathered here today and to wish them a happy Lunar New Year. Though Senator Schumer was unable to join the celebration today himself, he wanted to recognize the good work of the World Hug Foundation and tonight's wonderful honorees by presenting a congressional proclamation to the organization and 2 congressional citations to the commendable youth leaders. It is my honor to present these on Senator Schumer's behalf, and I'd like to recognize firstly the 2 youth leaders, Lauren Yewaso and Christine Sung. And I'd love if John, Shin, and Joanna could join us. Thank you so much. And now for the proclamation for World Hug Foundation's incredible work to John Shin and Joanna, who looks stunning today, by the way.
Good evening, everyone. My name is Susan. I'm from Congresswoman Graceman's office. It is an honor for me to present this proclamation to the World Foundation. 3 years ago, I had the honor to be here and was able to also witness this gala of celebration. Also want to let the World Foundation know that Congresswoman Graceman will continue to allocate for immigration reform and continue to support our AAPI community. Hence the pride for the World Foundation.
Hi everyone, my name is Rosie Kim. I'm from City Councilmember Sandra Ong's office. On behalf of Councilmember Ong, I'd like to say thank you to bring this press event to our community. 안녕하세요, 김지선 보좌관입니다. 뉴욕시티 Councilmember Sandra Ong 오피스에서 나왔고요. 이 자리에 참석하지 못하셨지만 아주 기쁜 마음으로 사이테이션을 준비하셨습니다. 월드허그 파운데이션께서 지금까지 해주신 대로 계속해서 저희 커뮤니티를 위해 열심히 일해주시기를 부탁드리겠습니다. 감사합니다.
저희가 순서가 조금씩 바뀌고 있어서 여러분이 보고 계시는 이 프로그램하고 조금 다릅니다. 이해를 부탁드리고요. 다시 한번 양해 말씀 부탁드리겠습니다. 자, 정말 가장 중요한 분 중에 한 분이시죠. 저희가 지금 아직까지 소개하지 않고 있는 한 분이십니다. 김의환 뉴욕주 초영사님의 축사가 있겠습니다.
We apologize for the schedule, but we have a very special guest. Last up, we have Iwan Kim, Consul General of the Republic of Korea, New York, will be giving a last oratory message.
Good evening, everyone. I'm not Consul General. My name is Chungon Lee. I'm Consul at the Korean Consul General. I came to New York about 5 months ago, and I'm a Community Affairs Officer, and my portfolio covers Korean adoptees in the United States. First of all, I'd like to thank President Antonio Rivera Jr. and Chairwoman Joanna Kim for hosting this wonderful event and allowing me to speak on behalf of my Consul General. I don't want to repeat what my speakers have said. I just want to share a real story happening in my office regarding the Korean adoptees. I've been with the Korean Ministry of Foreign Affairs for 20 years now. Most of the time I traveled a lot around the world and I worked with foreign diplomats talking about lofty goals like international security, international economic prosperity. So it was a surprise for me to work on Korean adoptees issue because I didn't know, I must be honest, I didn't know much about the agony, the sadness they have about themselves. Recently, I watched a movie, Blue Bayou. I think some of you may have seen this movie. It's about Korean American. So he didn't know he didn't have a American citizenship. He committed this misdemeanor, and then he was deported to Korea. He doesn't speak Korean. He doesn't know anyone in Korea, but he was expelled to Korea. So it was really shocking to me. I didn't know that Korean adoptees, some of them don't have American citizenship. So that's where I realized the Worldhug Foundation, what they are doing is really important. Obviously, it's not about giving hug, activities. They are helping Korean adoptees. They
as described in this brochure, they help to 5 Korean adoptees to receive U.S. citizenship. 5 may be a small number, but I think it's a very great stride in helping Korean adoptees. And I had a chance to talk with Joanna Hill, the chairwoman sitting over there. She's very desperate to get assistance, and not just about monetary assistance, but get your support. And she really wants to keep a good momentum in helping Korean adoptees. So I really hope the audience here will be assisting her in her work. And as a council, I will stand ready to work with you on Korean adoptee issues.
예, 잠시 영어로 얘기했는데 한국어로 잠깐 말씀드리겠습니다. 이미 다 알아들으셨겠지만 그 입양 문제가 정말 심각하다는 거를 저도 잘 몰랐는데 여기 와서 느꼈습니다. 시민권 없으신 분들도 있고 또 사실 제가 영어로 얘기는 안 했지만 제 사무실에 와 찾아오시는 분들이 있습니다. 자기 이제 생모를 찾기 위해서 오시는데요. 눈물을 막 흘리시는 분들도 계시거든요. 그래서 굉장히 제가 마음이 아팠고 실질적으로 무엇을 할 수 있을까 고민하던 차에 김영순 이사장님의 월드허그파운데이션을 알게 됐습니다. 지금 사실 제가 듣기로는 이제 주변에 뜨시는 분들로부터 기부를 받아서 하시는 게 아니라 스스로 이제 사비를 출연하셔서 하시는 걸로 알고 있습니다. 네, 우리 한국 동포사회에서 많이 좀 도움을 주셔가지고 한 입양인들이 자기 자리를 찾을 수 있도록 도움을 주시면 감사하겠습니다. 저도 노력하겠습니다. 감사합니다.
네, 마지막 축사가 한 분 계신데요. 뉴욕지구 한인교회협회 이준성 목사님, 축하해 주시기 위해서 이 자리에 오셨습니다. 뉴욕협회 회장이신데요. 이 자리에 올라와주시죠.
I'd like to introduce the last national speech speaker. His name is Chairman Junsun Lee, the Reverend at your Korean Foundation.
Everybody have a happy Lunar New Year. 외국 분들 다 가신 것 같아서 한국말로 해도 될 것 같아요. 우리 동양적인 정서에서는 그래도 음력설이 참 의미가 있고, 뭔가 색동 옷을 입으면서 기분 좋은 한 해를 출발하는 그런 시점이었습니다. 언젠가부터 메마른 1월 1일을 우리가 맞이했지만 동양적인 사고도 우리 어르신들의 나이에서는 그래도 동네 곳곳을 돌아다니면서 인사했던 그 시절이 그리워지기도 합니다. 우리 월드허그파운데이션 우리 김명순 이사장님 하는 일들이 참 많아요. 입양아뿐만 아니라 한인 동포 사회의 이 어려웠던 팬데믹 기간에 어려웠던 교회들 또는 그 어려웠던 성도들의 가정들을 적극적으로 많이 도왔고, 그래서 한인 이 사회의 위상을 높였던 그런 단체이기도 합니다. 모쪼록 여러분들이 우리 월드허그파운데이션과 음력설 행사단체 오신 것을 축하하면서 많이 기도해 주시고 많이 격려해 주시고 여러분들이 많은 힘이 되어 주시길 부탁드립니다. 감사합니다.
네, 저희가 이 행사 시작하면서 앞에 오프닝 공연 뒤에 내비를 소개해드리는 순서가 있는데요. 저희가 그 순서를 지금 이제 해보려고 합니다. 많은 분들이 와주셨는데 제가 한 분 한 분 좀 다 소개를 해드리려고 하는데 이 자리에 또 특별히 오신 분이 계시네요. 안토니오 미란다, 네, 뉴욕 시티 셰프, 네.
We'd like to add a quick addition to the program. We'd like to give an honorable mention of New York City Sheriff Antonio Miranda, whose presence with us today.
네, 그리고 학부모 소개는 우리 상임 이사님이신 최재복 상임 이사님 네, 올라오셔서 내일 소개 부탁드리겠습니다. 그리고 영어로는 네, 우리 사회자인 자슈아 리 님이 영어로 이야기해 주시겠습니다. 올라오세요.
Lastly, we'll be presenting the Executive Director, giving us a
예, 여러분들께 뵙게 반갑습니다. 코비 때문에 오랜 고생 속에서 오늘 모처럼 이렇게 한자리에 모여서 설 행사를 할 수 있어서 너무나 기쁩니다. 특별히 오늘 그 입양아들을 후원하는 월드허그파운데이션 주최해서 지금 하는데요. 우리 모두가 아마 입양아가 우리들이 다 알고 있고 우리 형제, 우리 자매분들 알고 있으실 겁니다. 앞으로 입양아에 대한 관심을 많이 가져주셨으면 감사하겠습니다. 특별히 여기 오신 모든 분들이 다 내부도 기준인데 제가 소개하실 분은 현직에 계신 회장님들이나 이런 분들 몇 분만 제가 소개하도록 하겠습니다. 그 점을 이해해 주시기 바랍니다. 뉴욕 원로 뉴욕 하이웨이 원로 자문회 이명빈 회장님 나오셨어요. 이명빈 회장님. 상록회 조원 회장님 나오셨습니다. 상조회 박성술 회장님 나오셨어요. 지역연합회 이에스터 의장님 나오셨어요. 헬리티자산 전 KCS 회장이었던 김광석 회장님 나오셨습니다. 장로연합회 황기복 장로님 나오셨습니다. 체육회장 박우천 회장님 나오셨습니다. 건설업계 이사장 최재영 나오셨습니다. 글로벌 목사회 회장 전희주 목사님 나오셨습니다. 제가 회장님만 부르는데요. 그 모든 갇힌 멤버들이 다 나와 있어요. 예. 서리재단 대표 최무섭 장로님 나오셨습니다. 권한우 하우스 박성원 목사님 나오셨어요. 기아자책 박이스라엘 목사님 나오셨습니다. 구국동지회 제임스 정 회장님 나오셨어요. BBQ 미주 총본부장이신 조셉 킴 대표님 나오셨습니다. 월남전후회 이명국 회장님 나오셨습니다. 수산인협회 조동현 회장님 나오셨습니다. 미주 여성연합회 목회자협회 이진아 목사님 나오셨습니다. 그 밖에 소개할 많은 분들이 계신데요. 여기 원로 목사님께서도 중경 회장님들도 나와 계시는데 다 제가 소개를 못 드리고요. 우리 교육 그동안 순서를 맡아주신 이만우 목사님, 송인규 목사님, 이준성 교육회장님, 뉴욕 한인회 부회장님, 이춘권 부총사님 순서를 맡아주셔서 대단히 감사합니다. 감사합니다.
네, 저희가 아까 감사패 수여가 있었는데요. 또 중요한 분께 감사패 수여식이 있겠습니다. 이 감사패 받으실 분 소개는 우리 좌인신 사무총장님께서 직접 소개해 주시겠습니다.
Yes, one of the honorable mentions and awards that we have today. So we are giving the person giving John Shin, Executive Director.
Thank you for coming. We have a special award presentation. Without his help, our food donation would never happen. We'd like to thank Don Hong from UA3 to come up. Don, thank you. This is just a small token of appreciation. Worldhog Foundation present to President Don Hong, UA3, for being a great partner with Worldhog Foundation. Your value partnership with Worldhog Foundation is most important contribution to the success of our organization. We thank you and wish many more fruitful success in the partnership with you and UA3. Joanna Gill, Chair, Antonio Rivera, President.
First thing I want to thank, UA3 wouldn't have done any of the pantry work if it wasn't for my pastor, Pastor Bill, but was also the many pastors here tonight in the Korean community that came out and got food for their community. So I would like to give a round of applause to all the pastors that came out. Thank you. Now, a funny story is that we were successful in getting these massive trucks unloaded. And we were looking for the community. How do we get more people in Lower Manhattan? How did we reach out to the Korean community? It was a funny story, but it took a Puerto Rican to get us to meet with the Koreans. And that was Antonio meeting with Joanne. And we had Anthony Miranda, who was part of the team that was out there getting food and giving out to everybody. So we were out there, South Bronx, we were out there in Brownsville, we were out there in Jamaica, Queens, we were out in Sunset Park. And if it wasn't for, if it wasn't for the worst of times, we just saw the best of people come out. I can't thank this team of people and this group of friends that will be lifetime friends and membership of what we do. So thank you, Will Hug, thank you for everything.
네, 그동안 월드허그 재단에서 어떠한 일들을 했는지 여러분 궁금하지 않으세요? 자, 그래서 저희들의 활동 영상을 준비했습니다. 짧은 시간 집중해서 봐주세요.
We next present you a short video featuring Worldhog Foundation's work. Since 2016, the foundation has been working diligently to expand the legal rights and interests of adoptees for the past 5 years. 여러분이 많이 기대하셨으라고 생각합니다. 코리안 피벗팀의 축하 공연이 있겠습니다. So next up, there will be a congratulatory performance by the Korean Figure team. 첫 곡은 가야금 연주자 설아미 씨의 시그니처 곡으로 유명하며 현재 음반 발매를 앞두고 있는 안달루시아의 언덕 The Slope of Andalusia를 들려드리겠습니다. So the first song that Rami Saw will be playing is the signature song, The Slope of Andalusia, which is currently about to be released.